What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from PumaPlow. Welcome back to another On the Farm. And today, guys, we have some soybean harvest video for you guys. They are on what used to be Grandpa's farm, and they are harvesting soybeans. These were the soybeans that were 54 inches tall. If you guys recall from several videos ago, he is moving right along through these soybeans. You can see there's still a little bit of green in them, a little bit of leafage here and there. But they were working quite well, and I believe he got this 80-acre patch done in one day. Because we went down, I think it was the next day, and they were all gone. So, leads me to believe he got it done in one day. Not a big deal. And, yeah, a little bit of soybean harvest video. This is an S670 John Deere combine, and I don't know the number of the head, but I can tell you it is a 35-foot Draper-style grain head on that John Deere. So, yes, these soybeans, we talked to the auger wagon driver this particular day, later in the day, and he said they were averaging around the 70 bushel mark, somewhere right around there. Of course, you really don't know your true average in your field until you get done, and then you figure out how many truckloads and blah, 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 blah. Based off the combine yield monitor, around 70 bushels to the acre, which is not too bad. Maybe a little lower, maybe 65, 70, somewhere in there. And not too bad at all. And you can see here he actually cut along the ditch that's out in the center of the field first because of, oh, it's a ditch. And when you have such a big combine bouncing through the ditch, it's, yeah. And especially with the 35-foot head out there, as you flex going through the ditch, it's better off just to harvest along the ditch on each side first. And by the way, I will say, if anything sounds different about this video, I am out in my garage for the 24-hour stream. That happened, well, yesterday, if you guys are watching this on Sunday. And I want to thank everybody in advance for what happened on that stream, because I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. So, there's that. But my setup's going to be out in the garage at my house for at least a month or so. So, if you guys hear an occasional car drive by or an airplane in a video, well, there you go. I did record a lot of my normal videos ahead of time, and they're already like uploaded, ready to go. So we won't have any issues there. But these on the farms, mod videos, stuff that I make every week, you could hear a car driving by or something like that. So, or a person outside that I can hear right now, something like that. So it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, he is going to empty into his auger wagon. That is a John Deere. Ooh, what is that tractor? I forget what that tractor is. 7930? Something like that. It's a decent sized tractor. And that's a J&M auger wagon, I want to say. I'm not totally sure on that, but I think that's what it is. I was just standing by it the other day and kind of forgot to look at it. So there's that. Or if you hear that wood chipper that's running out behind my house in the next street, yeah. I don't think you guys will actually be able to hear anything on this recording. If you're talking to me in TeamSpeak, yeah, you're able to hear all kinds of stuff. But on this recording, I don't think you'll be able to hear. As you can tell, the auger wagon is quite full. This will be the first auger wagon load that they actually got off this field. We got down there probably about 10 minutes after they actually started this field. We didn't know they were harvesting this field on this particular day, but we decided to go to the farm for another reason, and we're like, oh, cool, we get to film them harvesting the soybeans, so that's pretty cool. And like I said, this was their first auger wagon load, so he's filling her up pretty full here. They did not actually have a truck down there at the time. This is a multi-person operation. There's 5 of them in the operation, and they were just waiting for their truck driver to get down there with a truck, which he'll be down in a little while. Realistically, on soybeans, that auger wagon holds roughly 1,000 bushel. Between that and the combine itself, you have a lot of time you can go before you actually have to empty. So when he was harvesting up right behind the farm, behind the buildings and the garden, I was like, you know what, this would be a perfect opportunity to break out the new GoPro Hero 5 with the Karma grip and walk alongside. He was actually moving a lot faster than I thought he was going to move. It was kind of not a challenge to keep up with him, a little bit. But it was just faster than I anticipated, plus walking on the uneven ground of the garden and stuff and whatnot. So that's a 635. What is that? Something. There's letters after that. I can't quite tell in my preview what that is. But yeah, John Deere S670. They custom built this one. They waited 9 months for this combine. This is its third harvest now, third year, I believe, of harvesting. And I don't know how many hours are on the actual combine. When I did that ride-along video, this combine only had like 9 hours on it or something. It was like brand new when I did the ride-along video 2 years ago. I think that was, yeah, 2 years ago. So this would be a third year in the field, and they'll probably have it for quite a few years. This is a fairly big operation. These guys that farm on ours, or they purchased what used to be Grandpa's ground. Technically where he's at right now, Dad owns that ground, but there's that. And like I said, these were the really tall soybeans. That's why there's a lot of chaff coming out of the back end of that combine. There's a lot of debris. Basically, it's like a carpet that gets laid down behind the combine. It is honestly, it's impressive. It is very neat to watch this equipment, especially getting this up close to it. It is, of course, very, very neat. And I hope you guys enjoy a little bit different look at it, being with the GoPro and getting up close to it. I would like to do this more, but it's hard to catch the farmers kind of close to stuff. You know, I don't want to get out in the field, and I don't want to get out in their way. I'm very cautious about not interrupting the farmers doing what they're doing, not getting in their way, not bothering them, basically, and all that stuff. So here you can see their semi-truck. These guys run 2 semi-trucks. They also have a bunch of straight trucks if they need them, like a dump truck style truck. Not a dump truck. It's a grain truck. We call it a straight truck. Anyway, they have a few of those if they need them. They used to run those, but the boys, the younger generation, decided to go in the semi game and get 2 semis to really get some hauling done. And you can see he's unloading the combine again just for funsies, because you might as well. Because of that ditch, they were unloading the combine every pass. Every round. Because they really, I didn't talk to them about this, but I would assume they don't want to bounce that combine through the ditch with, you know, a half full or 3/4 full grain tank. If you don't have to, there's no reason to. It's hard on the combine. Those ditches are very, very deep. I should actually walk out there sometime and show you guys how deep those ditches are. That ditch there is probably a foot deep or better. And, you know, come this fall, they will clean it out and make it even deeper. Every year it kind of silts in a little bit. As you get big rains in the spring, of course, it's going to silt in. And, yeah, but they have some monster ditches out in these fields here. So that's the end of this on the farm. I know it's a little different for an on the farm, but hey, it's an on the farm. We were barely at the farm this past week because of Dad's recovery with his hip surgery, which hopefully is just about done. So make sure you guys hit that like button for more. Subscribe if you have not already done so. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and toodles.